deep in the rolling green hills of Derbyshire, England, there stands a house that locals refuse to enter after dark. It looks ordinary to outsiders, a modest two-story stone cottage with ivy snaking up the walls and a slanted roof blackened with age. But to those who know its history, it is cursed ground. The story begins in 1871 when the Holloway family moved in. Thomas Holloway, his wife Eliza, and their two children believed they had found the perfect place to build a life. But within weeks, the neighbors noticed strange happenings. Candles blew out by themselves, doors slammed in the night. The children whispered to unseen companions. Then tragedy struck. Eliza was found at the bottom of the staircase, her neck twisted at an unnatural angle. Thomas claimed it was an accident, but villagers whispered that they had heard her screaming for help long before her fall. Soon after, Thomas grew paranoid, claiming that something was watching him. His farm animals refused to enter the barn. In winter of that same year, he was discovered hanging from the rafters, his eyes wide open in terror. His body swung slowly as though invisible hands had set him there. The worst fate befell the Holloway children. They vanished without a trace. No broken windows, no footprints in the snow, just their beds stained with blood and tiny handprints smeared across the walls leading toward the cellar. The house stood abandoned for decades. In 1922, the Crawfords, a new family, moved in, determined to ignore the legends. But the horrors returned. Neighbors heard the wailing of children echoing across the fields at night. Visitors claimed to see shadows crawling along the walls. One servant girl fled, hysterical, saying she had been dragged across the floor by unseen hands. By the 1950s, the home had gained a reputation as one of Britain's most haunted. A priest attempted to bless the property but collapsed mid-prayer, clutching his chest, insisting that something ancient lived within the walls. He refused to return. The 1970s brought paranormal investigators. They set up recorders, cameras, and motion detectors. The results were chilling. Whispers in archaic English, objects moving violently, and an apparition of a woman with broken fingers reaching toward them. One investigator was scratched so badly he needed stitches. He left the field of ghost hunting forever. The most horrifying discovery came in the early 1990s during renovations. Beneath the basement floor, workers unearthed tiny bones wrapped in rotting cloth. The remains were believed to belong to the missing Holloway children. But experts noted something even more disturbing: bite marks on the bones, not belonging to any animal. Today, the house remains sealed, its windows boarded. Still, villagers claim to see candlelight flickering in the windows and curtains swaying when no wind blows. Some even claim that if you pass the cottage at midnight, you can hear the soft breathing of children, followed by a faint giggle that chills the blood. The house does not want to be forgotten. It waits for its next victim.